craziest Manny Pacquiao fights that will leave you shocked. The list of knockouts opens with a fight against Dele Desierto. The fight ended with the opponent simply giving up, unable to withstand the pressure from Pacquiao.
This is a good match.
Yes, and he has been able to stop Desierto from punching. I think Desierto's
action
feet
from both these youngsters. There's another left.
Yes, a left to the jaw of Desierto.
A right this time.
To see Pacquiao because he has a tendency to bring down his right arm. Pero ito si Desierto has not been able to take advantage of that. He should score with a left hook. Hoy! Umayaw na!
The next fight against Armando Rosil, Manny actively pressures his opponent from the very beginning of the fight, and in the third round, he literally clobbers his opponent.
Now, Manny Pacquiao is only 17 years old.
He looks a kid.
24 years
He got nailed with the right.
Yes, but maybe Pacquiao is not like a Tarona.
Yes. And then Pacquiao. Right cross is a little short, connected with a good left. And he's first now. Pacquiao and Rosell. They're slugging it down to the center of the ring.
Now
Rosell is going down. Pacquiao
is hurt.
He's hurt, but he comes back with a hard right of his own. And Pacquiao is going after Rosell, and there goes the bell. End of round 2. What a Pacquiao here. The crowd roaring on its feet. The crowd is on its feet.
Finally down. And referee
Look at this crowd.
The fight against Renato Mendones on October 21st, 1995. Manny again defeats his opponent with a total beating.
He's getting a bad beating. He's battered. He's bewildered.
Pacquiao looking for the knockout blow. He cannot seem to find the knockout blow. Mendones is hanging on. A lot of time left.
He
30
lost his
seconds to
mouthpiece.
go.
Another left. Mendones is in a whole lot of trouble.
But Pacquiao cannot
Pacquiao
seem
hit
to
him
find.
with he's a bloody mess.
He's looking for a coup de grace, and he cannot find
Yes,
it.
it's
Oh,
over.
he stopped it.
It's over.
Umpire
It's over.
stopped the fight. And Manny Pacquiao remains unbeaten. He has survived the first big test
What a
in his
fighter.
young professional career.
The fight against Ipo Gal, Pacquiao again wins with a flurry of combinations.
Wary that Manny Pacquiao might come back with a flurry such as what is happening now. Ipogala is now being cornered, and Manny Pacquiao's punching at will. Oh, Ipogala goes down.
Indonesian is soaking up a lot of punishment.
Oh, there's
here.
another left. Indonesian still gallantly on his feet, but he is not fighting back, and he's turned his back. And the referee will stop the fight.
The fight against Lee Sun-yul, December 1996. The Filipino puts pressure on his opponent from the very beginning of the fight. By the second round, the Korean can't do anything against Manny, and the referee stops the fight, noticing Lee Sun's broken nose.
Not throwing the Korean off balance.
Good hard left by Pacquiao. The Korean was hurt. Pacquiao goes after him now. Korean battling back. Pacquiao has him against the ropes.
Pacquiao a little wild with his punches, and he wants to finish him off early.
Korean caught him. Now Pacquiao trying with a thundering left uppercut.
Well, it's a street ball. Now, both fighters are not showing too much ring technique. And, that's the sign of immaturity. This boy has a lot of talent, but he's got to be guided.
He's got a lot to learn. And you put any halfway decent flyweight against him, he's going to get knocked out.
That's true, because his defense is hardly there, and he's an all-offense type of fighter.
The nose is obviously
I think they're
hurt.
going to stop it.
They're going to stop
They
it.
will stop it. They will stop it.
I think his nose is broken.
Pacquiao's next opponent can boast of his own record of 20 wins and 7 losses. Manny has never met such an experienced fighter. However, none of this mattered when 18-year-old Manny scores a knockout in the first round.
But he's a very popular fighter.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, they ask for Manny Pacquiao. But he's young. He's colorful.
And he keeps busy
Yes.
inside the ring.
Except that I understand he's a great fighter, but he tends to get ill from time to time. In fact, he was supposed to fight some weeks ago, but couldn't fight because he was ill, and that's why he's fighting tonight.
Combinations being unleashed now by Manny Pacquiao.
Hard right to the body. Pacquiao,
Hey, good right to the face.
of Luna. He's going after Luna.
Oh, there he
Luna's
goes.
down.
There he goes. A flurry of punches delivered there by Manny Pacquiao.
I don't think he's going to
No,
get up.
no, he's not going to get up.
Pakistan boxing. It's over.
Yes, big first round knockout victory here by Manny Pacquiao to the delight.
The next opponent is again a South Korean, but this time Manny finishes the fight in the first round.
Out for the kill right here on the opening bell.
Pacquiao really.
Oh, he shows absolutely no respect for the Korean.
Ukili goes down through the ring, through the ropes.
And I think that might have been a body shot.
Yes, it was.
A body shot, and Ukili, I think, is just going to sit this one out. We're not even 1 minute into the fight. So that's it. It's over. Ukili took a punch. The side of the body might have broken his ribs.
He is in deep trouble. It is in his corner. You see, that was hard left to the body.
Yeah, that was not one punch to the body, and he's just about to crumple.
Fight against Chokchai Chokwiwat, a fighter with an impressive record of 34 fights and only 2 losses. This was Chokchai's 9th defense of the OPBF flyweight title. However, in the 5th round, Manny still managed to shake the champion and take the title for himself.
Now, this is also going to be a test of stamina for Manny Pacquiao, whether he can continue with his pace of moving around and both fighters wrestling each other down in the canvas.
Well, Manny Pacquiao led off with a left that hit the face of Chokchai, but that was obviously a slip. And Manny Pacquiao immediately goes to work with a right-left combination to the face of Chokchai. Good left to the right by Manny Pacquiao.
Now,
Good left by Manny Pacquiao to the face. Caught him flush with the right side of the head.
is down, and I don't think he's going to get up.
He doesn't look too good.
He's slowly trying to get up. He is counted out.
Yes, Manny Pacquiao
is the new Oriental flyweight champion, and Chokchai Battery down for the count, and Pacquiao.
A 5th round knockout by Manny Pacquiao.
Next is a fight against Japanese Shin Terao with a record of 10 fights and 2 losses. The fight took place in May 1998 in Tokyo, Japan. The Filipino needed only a round to win.
ご覧いただきまして、マニー・パキアの動きですがいかがでしょう。
やっぱり体が柔らかいですからね、はい、状態を振ってますね。
お、第1ラウンドいきなり動きが止まったが寺尾。ボディ溝落ち。ボディの方でちょっと崩れしたあたり、溝落ちに入りました。いきなり第1ラウンドダウンを回りました。マニー・パキアが出ていきます。現役の世界ランカー、東洋太平洋のフライ級チャンピオン、2回目のダウンを回りました。
なんか足に来てますね。痙攣を起こしてるんじゃないかな。足。
大きく深呼吸をしました。レフェリーの阿部和夫が相手の寺尾の目をじっと見てからこの試合再開。一気にいきますマニー・パキアオ。寺尾苦しい。
いやもう本当に苦しいところですね、これ我慢ですね。
残り時間は30秒です。
クリンチした方がいいですよ。
そうですね。これクリンチにして。
もう一回じゃもうダウンじゃ3ロックダウンですからね、終わりますよ。あと15秒ですね。
我慢できるか寺尾新青コーナー2人に詰まっています。残り時間10秒。粘れるか寺尾。第1ラウンド足に来ています。最後のやつからダウンは、いやその前にゴングか、いや試合終了、試合終了。
The next fight of the Filipino will be quite significant because the WBC world title is at stake, and for his opponent Chachai Sasakul, this will be the 4th defense. The fighter himself has an impressive record of 32 fights with only 1 loss.
This fight is turning into a street brawl. It is round number 8. Panatanato.
Right cross by Pacquiao.
And first no backing away.
No back attacking. No,
Manny
this is
Pacquiao
thunder in
is
Thailand.
moving in. Chachai fighting back. Oh, what a brawl. What a fight.
Pacquiao continues to stalk Chachai. Chachai looks worried, Filipino, despite the fact that he's stopping after the second round exchanges. Chachai was hurt by Pacquiao. Pacquiao stalking the champion.
Pacquiao's got to keep his focus. He's got to continue attacking the
Chachai left to the side of the head. Good left! And Chachai was rocked.
That's right, he
Pacquiao
was
goes
shocked.
after him.
A nice left straight thrown by Manny Pacquiao. Chachai's mouth is open. That's not a good
Pacquiao
sign.
going after him.
Thai
Pacquiao
champion.
is going in trouble. Pacquiao is down!
He's down!
Pacquiao is down! Pacquiao! Chachai is down! He's out! He's not going to get up! He's not going to get up! Pacquiao is out! He's not going to get up! 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 What a courageous fighter! What a courageous fighter!
Manny Pacquiao scoring a sensational knockout.
Look at Chacha. Chacha is at point.
Fight against Todd Macklin, February 20th, 1999, Philippines. From the very beginning of the fight, Manny imposes his style and confidently moves forward.
Oh, good right there by Manny Pacquiao.
Very amazing, Pacquiao.
A lot of hits to the body there by Manny. And a right counter by Todd.
Could carry the punches of Manny Pacquiao. And he could throw some punches.
And again, Manny Pacquiao corners Todd Macklin.
Ordinary fighters would have gone down.
Body blows there by Manny Pacquiao. Oh, good left there, Manny Pacquiao. And Todd Macklin is hurt.
And in the third round, Mira could do nothing against the champion. As a result, Todd's corner threw in the towel and the referee stopped this beating.
Again, Manny Pacquiao with combination, trying to open up again. He hit him in the head, but Macklin coming back. Pacquiao again to the midsection.
Macklin is hurting in the midsection.
Kaya itinatago niya yan eh. A good right to the head again. Oh, beautiful right there. And combinations by Manny Pacquiao. Several unanswered blows. And Jet Bennett throws in the towel for Todd Macklin.
Next is the first defense of the WBC title against Gabriel Mir on April 24th, 1999. The fight was tense for the champion, but Manny managed to find his keys to victory over the challenger.
Pero nakita mo yung mga sikip ni Manny Pacquiao, puro mga malalakas no?
Pero partner, without dapat ito si Manny Pacquiao, tinatamaan siya pagpasok niya. And it looks like he's a little hurt here. He got hurt. Good speed.
Yes, inigot-igutan niya daw si Gabriel Mira. Pero for one, he got tagged several times here in round number 2. Oh, good combination there by Manny Pacquiao on the left. Oh, he's down! Gabriel Mira is down! A couple of lefts by Manny Pacquiao! Pinapayo na siya ni Manny Pacquiao! Manny Pacquiao clearing away. Gabriel Mira trying to fight back. Manny Pacquiao scoring a goal at the referee next door to si Gabriel Mira. Manny Pacquiao still bouncing on Gabriel Mira. Mira barely trying to fight back.
Dami na sutok na tinanggap ni Mira. Game pa rin.
Ano ito?
In the fourth round, Pacquiao stuns his opponent with a left straight. Mira barely got up, but only to fall again.
Here comes Manny Pacquiao again. Body with the left. Another left. Manny Pacquiao blocking his. Oh! Good left again. Richard Steele. Si Gabriel Mira. This is round number 4. Oh! He's down again. Mira tying him up. Right to the face of Gabriel Mira. Another left. Oh! That's it. That's it. Manny Pacquiao retains the WBC flyweight championship of the world.
Fight for the vacant WBC international title in the super bantamweight division against Reynante Jamili. Manny confidently defeats Jamili in the second round.
WBC junior featherweight international title.
This is a vacant division. Reynante Hamili is a regular junior featherweight. Manny Pacquiao is a former flyweight who grew too big for comfort in that division. He jumped 2 divisions up, Manny.
Yeah. He's now rated number 7 in the bantamweight WBC.
Sumabog ang uso ni Hamili. Again by Pacquiao, and Hamili is still groggy. But oh, another good left. I think it's the first down for the second time in this fight. Another knockdown here, and the fight will be over. Hindi pa siya. Ito pa ni Hamili. Yes. The rules, another knockdown here would mean an automatic stoppage to the fight. Malakas talaga kaliwa ni Pacquiao.
Tama rin.
But Hamili comes back. Eh si Hamili sumasabay. A good left to go back. Yes, it's all over. It's all over. Automatic na yan. Yes, it's all over. Down. It's all over. Manny Pacquiao wins the WBC International Junior Featherweight crown by a sensation.
First defense of the WBC International title in the Super Bantamweight division against Arnel Barotillo. March 4th, 2000 in the Philippines. The fight was competitive and both fighters gave it their all.
Only the first round of that classic encounter, 12 rounds, but already both fighters are unleashing bombs. Look at Barotillo there in red, digging to the midsection of Manny Pacquiao. Returning the compliment. A good combination to the head by Dolibato. This is only the first round. Joseph Ejercito Estrada, the Philippine Amusements and Gaming Corporation. Arnel Barotillo connecting with 2 good rights to the face of Manny Pacquiao, with Manny Pacquiao landing some good shots every now and then. This is only the third round. There goes Barotillo again, digging into the midsection. You can say that again.
This is history, Manny. The millennium.
Ayan na naman si Manny Pacquiao connecting with the left hook. And he caught Barotillo.
Din ako dito kay Barotillo. After nakaya niya mga knock, maganda yung kaliwa, Manny, ha?
Manny Pacquiao there, point of the fight. Arnel Barotillo in clear street. Now, I think, yes, Manny Pacquiao pursuing Barotillo. He knows that Barotillo is hurt. And he goes down. Barotillo.
In the second half of the 4th round, Manny stuns his opponent with a counter right.
His legs are wobbly, but he connects with a good right to the face of Manny Pacquiao. Hindi pwedeng magkumpiyansa
Medyo
si Manny
tinamaan si
Pacquiao.
Manny doon. Tinamaan si Manny Pacquiao ngayon.
Oh! Whatever. That was a big reaction.
It's a delayed reaction.
A delayed reaction. And Bruce McDavis and
The next title defense was not easy for Pacquiao. His opponent was the undefeated Australian Nadal Hussein with a record of 19-0. The fight took place on October 14th, 2000 in the Philippines.
Advantage in the favor of Nadal Hussein. Ang kanyang wingspan is 68 inches. Ang wingspan ni Manny Pacquiao, less than 66 inches. Pacquiao now trying to move inside.
sa katawan, umaatake ito si Manny Pacquiao. Hindi pa gumaganto ito si Nadal Hussein. And the crowd is in an uproar. Hussein.
Nabubukas naman ang depensa ni Manny Pacquiao. Tinitira niya sa tagiliran.
Hussein to the face of Manny Pacquiao.
Mabibigat din ang mga suntok ni Nadal Hussein. And you notice he always likes to put combinations together. Ito si Manny Pacquiao. Looking upstairs, looking downstairs.
Lumulusot yung mga suntok kaya ni Manny Pacquiao. Bagaman nakapudlo itong si Hussein. Ayan, pinipapag ko ni Manny Pacquiao. Ang gitna dito si Nadal Hussein. Dito pa lang sa round number 1. Manny Pacquiao going all out. Yun,
He's got power.
talk about power. Yes, Manny Pacquiao. Going to the face. Malapit na suntok kung Manny Pacquiao, mga kaibigan. At minsan napapatigil ito. It's a good left.
Alam mo, partner, nakiling ko dito. Well, we have a starting report from the English writer Gavin Evans who described Nadal Hussein as awkward and dirty.
Gano'n, dirty.
Well, that was the...
Uppercut by Manny Pacquiao.
Tumama yun.
Oh, pero Nadal Hussein of Australia, the challenger.
Ang gambit nitong Nadal Hussein, partner, patagalin itong laban na ito. Alam niya si Manny Pacquiao in his last 3 fights, nag-average lang siya about 2.5 rounds each.
Oo. Tinatapos ka agad ni Manny. Alam natin na gustong-gusto balik ni Manny yung kanyang corona, yung world.
Same partner, he twirls his opponent around so that he has an advantage.
Tinamaan yun! That was a punch! Bumagsak si Manny! Ayan, bumagsak po si Manny Pacquiao here in round number 4. Oo.
Naku, delikado dito si Manny. Delikado dito si Manny.
Ayan, tinatanong ni Carlos Padilla. Mukhang hilo pa. Hilo si Manny Pacquiao.
Grabe yun.
Manny Pacquiao on the attack. Good right hand to the head. Garapalan nito.
Uses all sorts of tactics outside of the Queensberry rules. Well, palagay ko, yung sila Malotin ang nakalaban ni Gabriel Casilorte na disqualified. Then Minisa.
Round number 5, mga kaibigan, bumagsak po si Manny Pacquiao in round number 4.
Ito, magandang recovery ito para kay Manny Pacquiao.
Uy, ano naman yung siko? Yung siko na naman yun!
On his left straight and right straight. And he needs distance to be able to shoot those punches.
Ay, uppercut ng si Hussein. Nakatakot niya sa mood niya naman. Ito, Manny Pacquiao. Just before the boss wanted to start the round. Dugo-dugo na naman yung tila ni Nadal Hussein. And he's getting bothered by it.
Partner, Carlos Padilla, hindi niya tinatawag yung ringside position. Bakit niya?
Ayun, yun. Tatawagin na ni referee Padilla yung doktor.
Talaga na daw yung sugat.
Oh, ayaw. Sabi, hindi na raw pwede. Tinigil.
Tinigil na.
Tinigil.
Tinigil na yung laban.
Nagre-reklamo si Fenech. Nagre-reklamo yung kampo ni... Yung kampo ni Jose nagre-reklamo at meron pa rin bumabato rito.
June 23, 2001, at the MGM Grand, USA. That evening, Manny will take the IBF world title from Lelahonolo Ledwaba. At the time of the fight, the South African had only 1 defeat in 33 fights, and this was his 6th title defense. From the very beginning of the fight, Pacquiao confidently moved forward, imposing his game. The results were not long in coming. Manny repeatedly shook his opponent, and by the end of the fight, Ledwaba's face was painted red.
Pacquiao. Say Pacquiao. Pacquiao should fight here. He shouldn't try to get into a boxing match.
The opposite side of that coin is go ahead and keep using it.
Trying to box the boxer in bad shape.
Pacquiao landing. Manny Pacquiao has landed the harder shots in round 1, and now he dominates. That's exactly what Emmanuel Stewart was saying to me last
Body
week.
shot by Ledwaba. That may change things. You got it.
Ledwaba came in as the potential star right now.
Round 1, and here Ledwaba is totally on the defensive.
You on your boxing skills all the time. You got to fight. You want to fight? The fight is yours, but it's not going to develop like that.
You talk about getting old in a hurry. Lejanolo Ledwaba looks like an old 29 in there against 24-year-old Manny Pacquiao. Right?
He went to the body, and that's the most important shot tonight. Right to the body.
Fight. They're trading vicious body shots at short range. Got Ledwaba back on the defensive and bleeding.
Pacquiao is asking questions.
I don't know what a doctor would say about that.
I think he'd say exactly what you're saying.
His own blood. Some of it is now.
And Joe Cortez was blocked from seeing it. Freddie Rhodes because it's been fun for him to pepper Ledwaba with power punches over and over. Away from Pacquiao's power shots. Hasn't yet found the right offense to go behind. Over in Ledwaba's corner. English is spoken in both corners as well.
He's been caught by surprise. He's a good fighter. He had no idea.
Pacquiao may take care of it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I continue?
And almost a resignation in the eyes of Ledwaba.
Yeah, and Joe Cortez has seen enough. That's a TKO victory for the very impressive Manny Pacquiao, who takes a good fighter and just takes him apart with power shots.
Second IBF title defense, opponent Jorge Julio, a fighter with a record of 44 fights and 3 losses. However, he was unable to counter the power of the Filipino, and already in the second round he wins by technical knockout.
Into the ring, Pacquiao with a body shot after missing with the wild right hand. You can see what a big hitter Pacquiao wants to be. Throws every punch with aggressive intentions. Julio, a little bit more of a change-up artist, and holding his own now after a rough first minute.
One of the things, there's a beautiful straight left hand by Pacquiao, but one of the things that's helping Julio is that jab. It's all setting the combinations of Pacquiao.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Pacquiao saying it was an elbow.
Whoa, keep up.
And there's a low blow. So already an elbow and a low blow from Julio making contact with Pacquiao, and that's exactly what Freddie Roach suggested he thought might be the case.
When you punch that hard, as Pacquiao is, it takes a lot of energy to start those punches.
Oh, that's a huge left-hand shot, and the right-hand shot.
Don't knock down, don't fall down, man.
Julio saying it takes a lot of energy.
Now round 2 begins. Another straight left hand by Pacquiao. And you heard Julio's corner saying, hit him in the belly. And down goes Julio.
It was a perfect execution of what he was told in the corner. Double jab and throw the left hand. He did it, and look what we see.
The kid listens.
Hey, come to me. Bueno. Box.
Freddie Roach told him to go in behind the double jab and followed him with the left hand. He did it twice in a row. The second one, dropped Julio.
This is some prospect, Bobby. To me, he's every bit as exciting as Prince Nassim Hamed.
He really is. He can punch. He can take a punch. He's aggressive. And he loves to fight.
Okay.
Second knockdown of Julio. No 3 knockdown rule in effect.
I think Julio's going to have trouble finishing this round. I really do.
Julio trying to fight his way back. A little grabbing and holding might be the thing to do. Pacquiao's just getting ready to swing away again. And Bill Clancy's seen enough. Devastating second round TKO for Manny Pacquiao. What a comeback from the misfortune of San Francisco.
Another title defense, this time against a fighter from Thailand with a complex name, Fakbrakob Rakiyatchin, whose record is 37 fights and 2 losses. But all this is of no importance since Manny finishes him in the first round.
He likes to throw that right jab. Both of them are southpaws. And good left there. Yeah, drop the chin back off. Long reach of Pacquiao here. Pacquiao shaking off the punches.
Pacquiao's next opponent was still able to shake him. On March 15, 2003, in the Philippines, Pacman will meet a fighter from Kazakhstan, Serikjan Yeshmagambetov. The fight started quickly. Manny started to storm his opponent without any preludes and knocked him down in the first round.
パッキャオは現在のタイトル3度目の防衛まで来ています。そして4度目の前に一つこのノンタイトル戦重たいパンチを放つイェシャマンベトフという情報があります。その前にガンガンいってるマニパッキャオ。おっと今みたいにね思いっきり左で入るとまさにこうやって左をねじ込むくらいですね。そうですね。これ左強いですね。左がもう決定打になっています。
Manny continued to dominate in the following rounds.
そんなところです。左ストレート。もう一回いきます。とにかく左。浜田さん攻略法として右左とします。どういう攻略法がまず思い浮かびますか。パッキャオに対してですか。パッキャオに対して。振りが大きいですからね。雑なんですね。まあそれから随分回復はしてきてるところあります。そうですか。ある意味では飲まれてるところありますよね。またまた続きます。その前に浜田さん、いやーとなんかおっしゃりかけましたね。それは何を言おうとしたんですか。この選手はですね、普段距離を取ったところあればうまいと思うんですけどね。今日は取れない。
However, in the fourth round, Kazakhstan surprised everyone in the hall when he caught the champion with a right counter.
右のジャブ出した時に左のロブっていうのは顎の横につけないといけないじゃないですか。ジャブ出した時に外側行ってもう真ん中開いてしまうんです。それがフライ級の時から治ってないんです。
それとあと右へパークッとカウンターダウン。今打ちに行ってるところですよね。マニーパッキャオだ。そんなところでしょうか。
右を出した時に逆の手でですね自分を守ってないんですよ。防御してないんですよ。
はいチャンですね。さあ攻め込まれています。これは大変なことになりました。これはタイトルかかってませんけどもね、大事ウェイトも上がってる。左当たりません。まだ効いてるんでしょう。当たれば今のパンチも強いですよ。振りは速いですからね。そうですか。当たりません。でも当たりません。
イェシャマンベトフもね、急にパンチが当たったもんでね、ちょっとやっぱり狙ってるっていうところありますね。だから硬くなってるんですよ。
一気に逆転勝利狙っていますか。それは当然狙いますでしょう。パッキャオがパンチを繰り出すうちになんとなく取り戻しつつあるようです。
After that, Manny had to give it his all and win, which he did in the next round.
それ以上にファンの皆さんはちょっと水が入りまして、気が抜けてしまうものですが。おお、左の今の泳ぎ方は浜田さん聞いてたんでしょうかね。いやお客さんすごい大喜び作業をしています。ありますからね。決まりそうですねこのラウンド。いきますいきます。とにかくもう左でどんどんいきます。一発当たればいいですね。踏みとどまれません。止めましたね。試合終了です。もうこれ以上やっても勝負ありだということでしょう。
Next was a fight against the then undefeated Mexican Emmanuel Lucero, whose record was 21 wins and 1 draw. However, as you all already understood, his career ended that same night against our champion, or more precisely in the third round.
Yeah, it's almost like a crab where he's dropping it extremely low. And actually, according to the rules, you're not supposed to go below your opponent's waistline, which he's did on a few occasions.
Now Pacquiao straightens him up with a left hand, and Pacquiao pins him against the ropes. Lucero trying to duck everything.
He's ducking, but he can't operate too effective himself from down there.
It's impossible to mount a counter offense when that's your defensive strategy is to get that low.
That's right, and I think
Pacquiao managing to do most of the damage.
Gradually following instructions of his frontman, Freddie Roach, which is basically to jab, take your time, relax, and trigger his man out. I don't think he's going to be able to hit him to the body that effective, though.
Pacquiao taking advantage of a slow break at the end of that clinch to hit Lucero with a left hand over the top. Seems to have momentarily stunned Lucero. Now Pacquiao tries to continue. Great round, 31 out of 66. Lucero virtually non-existent, 4 out of 42. Pacquiao landing nearly 60% of his power shots through the first 2 rounds. And there's more.
Lucero lands a punch. It may look impressive the way he swings. I don't think it's going to hurt Pacquiao because you can see it coming. Punches that you see coming don't hurt you. The punches that you don't see that hurt you.
Now, you can tell when Pacquiao's supremely confident. He fights with a little smile on his face, and he's been grinning through most of the first 2 rounds here, feeling as though he's in control against Emmanuel Lucero. And after that punch, he is totally in control, and the referee instantly stops the fight.
He was out on his feet with a punch that landed right on the point of the jaw.
Jose Cobian takes...
In November 2003, Pacquiao met Mexican Marco Antonio Barrera, whose record was 57 fights and 3 losses, a serious opponent. It was a fight for the ring world title. Early in the first round, Pacquiao tried through left cross, but he had poor balance and fell. When watching the replay, the commentator said that there was no blow from Barrera, so it was not a knockdown.
Pacquiao reaching with the left hand. Barrera reaches out and goes to the body with both hands.
Jim, I like to point out that...
And Dickie Cole, Lawrence Cole's going to call that a knockdown as he motions Barrera to a neutral. Marco seems to want to counter to the body when Pacquiao goes upstairs. So Pacquiao comes downstairs and goes to the body to set up the left hand upstairs through the guard. Left hand counter by Barrera. Now he lands the jab. He's closed the distance between the two of them. A man call that a knockdown.
I'm not sure that Cole saw that punch land, and I'm not sure that a punch did land.
We'll have to take a look at a replay to see exactly what happened accurately when Pacquiao lands over the top. Now Barrera goes with the body, the left hooks. Pacquiao coming upstairs with a left uppercut. Great action. He stepped forward 1 step to get into range to land his jab, and since that time, he's been tactically in control.
He doesn't see it coming, or he just can't cope with its speed.
Well, Pacquiao's got a little rhythm. He doesn't just come straight in. He goes a little kind of semi-Mike Tyson.
Hard body shots from Pacquiao.
And at this stage, the clear punches for the most part of this round are still being landed by Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao has come out with a determined rally.
And Pacquiao runs out of gas a few rounds later. Pacquiao's going to be in trouble. But if this stays right here, everything is great for Pacquiao. Just stays right.
Definitely trying to stay away.
At the beginning of the 3rd round, Pacquiao landed a double to the head, and the Mexican sat down in the ring.
Antonio Barrera is only 29 years old. He's been a fighting professional for 50 years. Or 15 years, I should say.
Like a lot of those fighters, which are the victims, so to say, of bad decisions, I don't think that Pacquiao's going to take off at the last few rounds and ease up at all. I think he's going to fight the same pace.
Long right jab. Hard left hand, straight on the button by Pacquiao. Down goes Barrera. He's been knocked down 3 times in his career.
Now it's pretty much to keep him preoccupied.
Barrera has also begun to block more of Pacquiao's punches upstairs with his gloves. So Barrera making a key
point of fight. They tried, without question, to wipe that wet spot. They were using paper towels, then they used the towel. It gets wet from sweat, there's no question.
This fight there is perceived as Ali Frazier won.
Beautiful right cross. It came right back after shooting his left.
Pacquiao is strafing Barrera with left hands. Marco's hanging in now. Speed and aggression against him. Barrera's going to have to counter to victory tonight if he's going to be able to win.
At this stage, Barrera still looks like he's very vulnerable for that.
Barrera getting 3 chances to counter with the left hook, but taking a lot of leather to do it. Barrera's left eye is now starting to swell bad with something.
At the end of the 11th round, Pacquiao landed a double to Barrera's jaw. He tried to save himself in a clinch, but was unable to enter it and fell to his knee. He got up at the count of 7. Pacquiao immediately went on the attack. He drove Barrera to the ropes and began bombing him. Seeing this beating, a representative of the Mexican's corner came up to the ring and signaled to stop the fight.
He's going to trade.
The confidence that he has shown in the past.
Big left hand again by Pacquiao. Barrera having trouble seeing out of his left eye. Hard left hand by Barrera. Backs Pacquiao up. Hard right hand by Barrera.
to wonder now whether the rematch third fight with Eric Morales will ever happen for Barrera.
Marco has to hope that he'll catch Pacquiao coming in with something big. And he'll try. I'm not sure. What would the strategy for the rematch be?
Don't do me any favors like that.
Only possible strategy for the rematch is poison his food.
Yeah.
In that occasion.
But officially should have been knocked down.
But he's taken a lot of left hands. I wouldn't send him out for the 12th round, Manny. I don't care how crowded.
Yeah, but I don't think he has a choice. I mean, this is a case where I can safely coach to lose on a decision. I can gamble and let it all go out for a knockout. In that case, I would try to go all out for a knockout. Pacquiao's still determined not to let him take control over this fight. Even when he throws back, he's determined to come right back. A hand on punch. And what's interesting, there's another bad head, but Pacquiao came back so fast.
Sharply to the body. Pacquiao lands a left hand. Barrera counters back with a left and a right. Big punches from Pacquiao.
One of the most entertaining fighters in the world. One of the most complete fighters in the world.
One of the most knocked down fighters in the world right at this moment. Firing combinations and landing them. And he backs Barrera into the ropes and hammers him again.
But never just a one-punch fighter.
Right.
I don't think that's what
punishment. Left hand to the body weakens opponents. He hasn't landed that left hand to the body enough.
Not quite as much power in his weight class.
But it brings a lot of spirit to much like Mayorga. And that's really a quality that is hard to give a fighter. Desperate move. And you're going to have to keep fighting them back when they make that move. If you slow down, you'll lose the fight off. That's why those guys win a lot of
fights. No way a great fighter should have to go through 3 more minutes of this.
No, because Pacquiao is not backing off.
Barrera's corner. Barrera's corner, man, is up on the apron. He's going to step into the ring. That's a good decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes in round number 11. The official time, 2 minutes, 56 seconds as referee Lawrence Cole calls a halt to the action. The winner and new featherweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
In December 2004, Manny met with Narongrit Pirang to defend the Ring World Champion title. During the fight, Pacquiao constantly overtook his opponent, breaking his defense and sending him to the floor.
That right is hurting ito si Pasang Pirang. Hindi niya alam kung ano sinusuntok niya. Well, parang groggy na ito si Pasang, no? Very early in this fight. Manny Pacquiao has unloaded some of his bombs, pero si Pasang kanina nakatama din ng isang matinding suntok. Hindi nakakasigurado dito si Manny Pacquiao. Tabi yung left na yung kanyang kanan na pinanjab niya, no? Basic yan, sumasabay doon sa kanyang pag-step. And Manny Pacquiao now getting a measure of Pasong Pirang, now trying to go to his midsection itong si Pasong Pirang. Well, kita-kita natin dito, no? Manny's all distance at saka ang atake niya. Very concentrated. Hindi siya masyadong gumagalaw in terms of his footwork. Wala siya masyadong footwork dito. He's letting his fists do the talking sa laban na ito with 1:25 to go. Ito, that's a slip. And Freddy Estrella caught it wisely. Especially yung right jab landing on the gloves of Pasang. Ito si Pasang now also showing a jab. Tanda niyo, sinabi ni nitong si Pasang, si Enrique Battery, na meron siyang nakitang weakness ni Manny Pacquiao na isisikreto niya. Whatever that is, yan po ang iniintay natin. And Manny Pacquiao, again, trying to connect, pero hindi pa natin nakikita yung landing ng solid punch from Manny Pacquiao dito po sa ating first and second round. Well, Chino, that's because maganda ang depensa ni Pasang. Although tinatamaan siya rito, hindi masyadong solid, no? Because he's got both his hands up. Oh, sandali, that's a knockdown. That is a knockdown. Definitely knockdown yun. We have to go 12. We will go 12. Meron lang kung konting, ito na, under 5 seconds, at hilong-hilo si Pasong Pirang. Yes, he's groggy. He got staggered. Again, he will be lucky. He went down. Yes, tama yun. Walang fighter to...
Having decided that enough was enough, the champion knocked out Pirang in the 4th round.
And I thought that was a legitimate knockdown. It was. Kaya nga magaling ang basa ni Freddy Estrella na ito ay isang knockdown at the end of the round at the bell ito. Again, no fighter can be safe after the bell. And Pirang, ito na, alam na ni Manny kung anong gusto niya. Manny has got in his legs but he gets nailed with the left. Manny comes back with that looping right. Alam mo, very loose din ang defense ni Manny at this point, ha? Kung meron pang ibubuga ito si Pasang, dapat pakita niya ngayon because here's an opportunity for him. Manny's fighting very loose, very confident. Napabagsak na niya na 2 beses ang kanyang kalaban.
Pero nagsasabi, baka naman si Manny kargahin itong si Pasong Pirang. Again, hindi po uso yan, ano? Ayaw natin i-risk yan. And Manny Pacquiao now, ang sabi nga naman ano dito, tingin
Oh yes! One punch! The left hand!
The left hand.
Left hand!
That left upper, Kinito.
Parang upper yun.
It's an upper left hand. That nail. This is the 3rd knockdown scored in this bout by Manny Pacquiao against Pasong Pirang.
At sabi ni Pasan, okay, lalaban pa ako. One punch brought down Pasan in this round.
Ito na
naman.
Goodbye.
And that's it. It's over. It's over. Manny Pacquiao, sensational knockout.
Winord out lang yung kanan.
Grabe.
Ang kaliwa. Pumunta pa rin siya sa kaliwa niya. Anong kailangan
Hindi
niya?
malaman ni Pasan kung nasaan siya. Hindi niya malaman.
And the list.
Sooner or later.
Consequently, he gets
Well, I said the intangibles are all pointed towards Pacquiao winning. I thought he was more focused this time, better prepared, and that makes a lot of difference. Plus having the benefit.